Hello, and welcome to No More Homework Battles. I'm Liz Weaver of Learning Success, and I'll be your host for this exciting video series. We understand that homework time can be a battle, and we're here to make life easier for you and your child by showing you how to win the homework battle. In this video series, you will hear from a variety of educational professionals and parents alike. Each one will give you a tried and true tip for helping you and your child enjoy homework time once again. In today's video, we have Julie Morgenstern. Julie is an organization and productivity expert and New York Times bestselling author of numerous books, including Organizing from the Inside Out, Never Check Email in the Morning, and her most recent Time to Parent, Organizing Your Life to Bring Out the Best in Your Child and You. With over 30 years of experience helping individuals and major corporations overcome disorganization to achieve their goals by designing inside-out systems of time and space that feel natural and easy to maintain. Julie's mission is to free each individual to make their unique contribution to the world by helping them design their own systems for managing time and space that feel natural and are easy to maintain. She has shared her expertise on countless television and radio outlets, including Rachel Ray, Today, Good Morning America, CNN, NPR, and more. In this video, Julie is going to speak about how parents' own feelings of disorganization may affect their children. Let's watch.
So struggles between parents and kids around being organized are really common. And that's for a variety of reasons. One, as parents, if we don't feel we have the organizing skills, it's really hard to figure out how to help your kids. And as a professional organizer, I have observed over the years that it's especially when parents don't feel organized that they stress out about their kids being disorganized, because you kind of feel like you're looking at your own failure as a parent in the face. But that's actually not true. Organizing is just a skill. It's a simple skill that everybody can learn. You can learn it, your kids can learn it. And if you take all the charge out of it and look at it as a skill, you can learn together. So here's a few strategies if your kids are struggling with organization. First and foremost, do not ever label your kid as disorganized. Actually, everybody is organized somewhere. I've been in this business for over 30 years and I've never met a person or a child who wasn't organized somewhere. So your first job is to recognize the ways in which your child is organized and never call them disorganized. They may be very organized with their stuffed animal collection, but they're really disorganized with their schoolwork. So find where your kid is organized and make sure that you really believe in their capacity to use that skill and learn it for all the areas of their life. Two, if you're going to organize your kid's room with them, don't think of it as a battleground. It's actually one of the greatest opportunities to get to know your child, what's important to them, how they think, how they group things. And kids' interests evolve so rapidly that actually organizing your kid's room is a great opportunity to find out what's important to them now. So schedule an appointment. Make sure that you don't try to organize your kid's room in a sort of impulsive moment of frustration and say, hey, let's try to spend some time on Saturday or Sunday and get your room to work for you. And that brings me to the third point. Remember that when you're organizing your kid's room, you want to organize it from the inside out so that it works for them, not so that it works for you. And we all think differently. We all categorize differently. We all have different things that we value. So the best thing that you can do is focus on what your kid wants out of getting their room more organized. I've worked with lots of different kids, and so these are some of the common things. Sometimes it's really frustrating to kids when they can't find a piece to a game, or they can't find their favorite book, or maybe when they're in their sort of tweens, they can't find the favorite outfit or pair of shoes that they want to wear to go to school. So they can't find stuff that they really want to use. That's one frustration. Sometimes another reason a kid might be motivated to get organized is just so that they can like have friends over more often because the room is too messy for their friends to hang out. So find out what your kids' motivation is for getting organized. How is it going to make their life better, smoother, faster, make better use of their stuff? And then go in there and organize it based on their motivation, not yours. Finally, how do you actually organize a space? So I, for many years, have been organizing everything on the principle of a kindergarten classroom. So if you think about a kindergarten classroom, it's divided into activity zones. There's a reading corner, a dress-up area, a building blocks zone, arts and crafts area. And everything that you need to do any activity is actually stored at its point of use. So in a kindergarten classroom, a 5-year-old finds a stray tambourine on the floor. They know exactly where it goes. In the music corner, of course. You'd never put it in the arts and crafts zone. So if you think about activity zones, everything has a very clear home stored at its point of use. That is the way to organize any space in your house. So in your kids' room, you might say, what are the zones? What are the activities that take place in this room? Reading, dressing, sleeping, maybe homework, maybe they play, and there's a play zone. And then you want to make sure that every single activity has its own designated space in the room, and then there's enough storage for the things your child needs to do those activities, stored right at its point of use. So think kindergarten classroom. The other thing that's great about a kindergarten classroom is that everything has a container that's the perfect fit, and it's very well labeled for what you're putting inside. So once you've determined the activity zones, within each activity zone, make sure that you're using containers that are clear, that have labels, that are grouped the way your child thinks, and everything has a home exactly where your child uses it. There's one more thing about organizing that most people leave out, which is once a system is designed, it needs to be maintained. And maintenance is not an afterthought, but it's actually part of the design. So if you go back to kindergarten, what happens? Every time there's a change of activity in the day, the bell rings and it's cleanup time, right? And it's cleaned up pretty quickly. So work out with your child and your family, what is cleanup time? And just make it a routine. So is it before you leave any room, everything goes back in its home so that the next time you come in, it's ready for its next use? Or is everything cleaned up right before bed or right after dinner? And it doesn't matter how messy things get, but right after dinner is cleanup time. So if you work out a routine for cleanup time that is built into the day, that there's no negotiation, it becomes much less of a battleground and much more of a habit that everything has a home, we can play with things, and then everything goes back to its home at its designated time. Organizing with your kid does not have to be a battleground. If you see it as a way to get to know them and support a system that helps them achieve what they want and honors the way they think.
Thank you, Julie. That was a great reminder that being organized is a big part of getting homework done without a battle. This video has been part of our No More Homework Battles series. We've created this because so many parents struggle with homework battles. Please make sure to share this video and please use the hashtag NMHB, No More Homework Battles, so we can find you on social media. If you'd like to be a part of this initiative and share your story or expertise on the subject of No More Homework Battles, you can get in touch with us by using the contact form at www.learningsuccesssystem.com, and please put No More Homework Battles in the subject line. Thanks for showing up today and taking the time to watch this video and share it. And in case no one else has told you yet, you are an amazing parent. I appreciate you for showing up and doing the work it takes to embrace your child's brilliance and unleash their potential. I'm Liz Weaver of Learning Success, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.